Okay, so here we have it, the completed Enterprise D. It's taken some time. I hope you like my cheesy effects because they were high budget. So let me get some light for you here. We can check out what we got going on. It took me a long time to get this model complete, but I'm finally there. Basically, it's a $17 snap tight, $17 AMT model, one of these weird quirky boxes, and don't need the box anymore. And basically it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 parts. It takes a quick glue together, and I mixed up a custom color to get the gray I wanted. I sprayed that on there with my airbrush, and then let's see, I touched up all these, I put all these little accent colors in, the blue, the red, the gold, and that was basically it. It has like a gray strip around here. I did that. I actually did that with pencil. And then I put all the decals on. Now this time, when I did the decals, I used the matte finish, which I used last time, but unfortunately last time when I used it, I put too much of it on. It shrunk all the decals and it destroyed them. It wasn't very good, but this time it came out absolutely amazing. I really got it down pretty good. It's hard to see right there, but they're absolutely perfect. They almost look like they're painted on. So basically I put the decals on, and I just sprayed this, just light coats, and just sprayed it on with very light coats, and you can see, I mean, it just looks amazing. I had a really good result this time. There's the bottom of the model. Except for this one seam I have up here, that's about my only complaint. So I used just a Krylon matte finish, and I was using this on the bases, but I wasn't really getting a good clear, so I used this time. I had that, and I used that on the base, and I got a nice sheen to the base, nice and glossy. It's pretty. I put 2 posts on. Those were kind of tricky, but I have those on there now. Those, I had to kind of finagle those a bit, but yeah, I can recommend, if you're going to do the matte finish, just very light coats. And I was like spraying a light coat on and then blowing on it, just to let it flash and dry really fast, and then another coat on top of that, and then the same thing, and everything laid down just perfectly. I mean, it just looks really good. So I feel that I've really got that method down now. And here's the instructions. Basically what I did, I mean, it was a daunting amount of decals, and basically what I did was I went through them, and I would just cross them off as I went. You can see there. I would just cross them off as I went and just laid each one down. And it calls for a few more colors, but I mean, those are the major ones, so you can see I got a pretty good result. I'm pretty happy. I don't think I need these instructions anymore. And it's going to go in my collection with all the other ones. I know it took me some time to get to this overall, but it's now complete, and the result is great. So I'll be trying to move on to something else. I have a little bit of this material left for another base, so I was thinking if I do that Star Wars model in honor of the new movie coming out, I might use this on that base, but I'd have to get another base, and yeah, we'll see. But there it is. There's the Enterprise D. Took me a while to finish. Finally got it finished. I got the decals and the matte finish on it, and it really just came out really, really good. So, you know, it just goes to show what you can do with a cheap model, $17 model, and probably, I don't know, maybe another $20 in parts and paint and stuff. And, you know, I can put this on a desk or pretty much anywhere and enjoy it. So there it is. It's the Enterprise D. Oh, there's another color down there that I missed in the deflector. Oh, and this is typical of my my builds. When I do this, I just adhere a nut to the bottom. It's just hard to see with a little bit of epoxy. Doesn't look very pretty, but you basically don't see it from underneath because you can see it from the side, and you basically just don't see that. So works for me. I really like it. Cheap model, cheap build, and I got something really cool out of it. So check back and we'll have some more progress on some upcoming